Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Monday. Good morning, Sister Carrie. Yes, I just saw your message this morning. Yes, I'm coming on this morning. Yes, kind of 7:30ish, but I am here. But happy Monday. Happy Monday to everyone. This was a holiday for a lot of people. This is President's Day. The children are out of school. I was gonna walk. Now this sunshine, it's a beautiful morning. The sun is out, but don't let the sun fool you. It's cold out there this morning, and we're getting ready to go through these cycles again. They say by Wednesday we might be getting some more snow. So that's how it goes. But good morning. This is Walking 1K with Gigi. Gotta get my walk on this morning. Yesterday at our church, we had our Black History celebration, followed by a delicious soul food luncheon. I guess I'm kind of walking some of that down this morning. It was delicious. I'm going to say something else about that later on. But good morning to everybody and happy Monday. Yes, I'm here in the war room and starting to get my steps. I may go out and get the rest of my 10,000 later, but it's kind of cold out there right now. But again, thank you for joining me this morning, all of you that are out and up this morning. I know since it's a holiday, some people say, okay, I'm going to sleep in a little bit. Yeah, sleep did feel a little bit better this morning for me as well. But I'm up because I just want to come and encourage you, first of all, to get your walking on. But I want to hopefully help you with something this morning. As I was reading my daily bread this morning, the lesson or the devotional is entitled Wise Restraint in God. I'm talking about how to handle your anger, how to handle anger. And basically, they were coming from Proverbs 29. And, as I was thinking about this, I came up with my gym nugget for today. It's not what you do, but how you handle it. And specifically, I'm talking about anger. If you think about it, there's not a commandment that says thou shalt not be angry. That is just an emotion, but it's the way that you handle your anger. Because, when you think about it, I think about Cain and Abel, at the beginning. And, Cain got mad at Abel because God favored his offering more than his. But that was not a reason to kill his brother. He could have been angry with his brother without killing him. And even, Jesus, he got angry when he went in the temple and overturned the money changer's table, because Jesus even said, be angry and sin not. So being angry is not the problem, is how you handle your anger. As I was reading some verses, they were highlighting Proverbs 29, and there were some things here. There were some verses that stood out. Proverbs 29:14. It said, fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm in the end. We are called to be peacemakers. Yeah, people are going to get angry, but it's the way that you handle your anger. But it says here, fools, the ones that said there's no God, they have no restraint. They don't have God as their guardrails. They give full vent to their rage. And then verse 20 in Proverbs 29 said, do you see someone who speaks in haste? There is more hope for a fool than for them. Those that just act quickly on what they hear. And then there was another verse that says, an angry person starts fights, but a hot-tempered person And a hot-tempered person commits all kinds of sin. And then the Lord dropped in my spirit, there is a verse that this brings this all together. And that's in James 1:19-20. He says, understand this, my dear brothers, and I'm coming from the New Living Translation. Understand this, my dear brothers, and they included sisters too. You must all be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness God desires. It's nothing wrong. It's no sin for getting angry. It's the way we handle our anger, And James tells us how to do it is to be slow to respond. And see, Lord, it's not saying you don't even have to respond to it, but there's a way to respond to it that it will not, produce, sin or somebody getting hurt or somebody getting murdered. But we can still get our point across. People make you angry all the time, but it's the way that you handle it, because it says that human anger, the way we handle it and being hasty in our actions, it does not produce the righteousness God desires. It does not produce the righteousness that God desires. So we have to be careful in how we handle our anger and not one time does it say anywhere in the Bible that you cannot be angry. Yes, you are going to get angry. Somebody might say something that rubs you the wrong way, and even if they're right about it, you have to handle it in a wise way. And that's why this is called, this devotional, Wise Restraint in God. Wise restraint in God. Was telling the story here about Abraham Lincoln at the end of the war. General Robert E. Lee, which he lost the war, but as he was heading back from the battle, Abraham Lincoln wanted his General George Meade to go and attack him, while Robert E. Lee and his army was at his weakest point. But General Meade, he was tired as well as Lee. They had to come through this heavy rain, and so Meade did not follow the instructions of Abraham Lincoln, and he rested his own troops too. This is the story here. And so Lincoln got angry with General Meade because he didn't follow his directions, and he picked up a pen and he wrote not a really good letter, how he was distressed and he was just really angry with him, and that he didn't follow his order. But you know what Lincoln did after he wrote the letter? He sealed it and he put on the outside, to General Meade, never sent or signed. He never signed the letter. He never sent the letter. And then after all of it was over, he was glad that he did, because everything turned out better. It could have been worse if Meade had followed his instructions, because it says here that Lincoln, he was a great leader because he grasped the importance of reining him in his anger by restraining from being angry and going after his general for not obeying him. Because Solomon says in another place, by justice a king gives a country stability, but those who are greedy or greedy for bribes tear it down. And so, we could learn a lesson from President Lincoln, because, sometimes it's just like sometimes when we online, it reminds me of that. You're online And see, when you send something online, um, you know, people can get the wrong idea, especially the way you write it. You know, a lot of times when you write something in anger, a lot of times you put it in all caps because you're really angry. And before you know it, you hurry up and send it. And then sometimes you regret that you hit the send button, you know. And sometimes it'd be best, you know, first not to write it at all, or don't send it. Maybe you read it and you say, oh my goodness, I shouldn't say that like that, or whatever, and don't even send it. But anyway, it's not what we do. It's not the fact that we get angry, but it's how we handle our anger. I think that's a good one for us, starting the beginning of a brand new week, because it might be some things that come up this week or even during the day that might get you angry, but it's not. Don't remember what I said this morning. It's not the fact that you're angry, but it's the way that you handle your anger. That's our devotional today. So remember that as we go forward. Well, I just have to say something about our service yesterday at Grace and Twine Ministry. Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was our Black History celebration. We had a full house. We were the message we had history in the house, y'all. We had Black history in the house yesterday. The president of the Portsmouth NAACP, Mr. James Boyd, was our special messenger, and he is the youngest president of the NAACP that has been elected to Portsmouth, and the second youngest in the nation. This young man has a passion for our people. And his subject yesterday was do justice, love in spite of, and throw your stone. Okay, that was really good. And that message and everything will be on next Sunday. You'll be able to see that next Sunday, those of you that were not there. And also, we had one of our legendary, I'm going to call him legendary, Black pastors in the city of Portsmouth. And that is in the person of Reverend James Wynn, who happens to be 99 years old. And what a blessing for him and his daughter, Evangelist Valerie Wynn, to be in attendance at our Black History program. There were some other surprises, and you probably have to tune in next Sunday at 10 to see that. But it was wonderful. And the food, oh my goodness, was absolutely delicious. Everybody's food that was delicious. I mean, we had everything. We had fried chicken, we had baked chicken, we had black-eyed peas, we had green beans, we had collard greens, we had potato salad, we had sweet potato pie. I'm getting hungry all over again. I'd like to thank our Grace and Twine Ministry family, especially the servers. I had 4 servers over there standing ready to serve, and you all did an awesome job. We always get a reputation when people come, how much they felt loved and served when they come even to visit us. So Pastor James E. Gilmore and I, we just want to thank you all for making this celebration such a success. We're still in Black History Month, and we're continuing to celebrate all month long. So to God be the glory. Want to always remind everyone, if you haven't, share this with someone, share with someone, because, our intent is to encourage, to inspire, and to instruct. Even as you're walking 1K with Gigi, subscribe. We're now at 40,000 subscribers, and I think we're already 40. 100,000.2. So our subscribers are still growing because we want to reach that 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And I believe that we can do that. We can do that. So again, those that are up, thank you. Thank you, Sister Curry. You're the only one I see this morning. But thank you for being up with me this morning and getting this walk on this morning. But don't forget, it's not what you do when it comes to anger, but how you handle it. I hope this helps somebody today. Y'all be blessed and stay warm and kind of go with this weather. That's why people are getting sick, because yesterday we were in the 70s, y'all. It was hot. And even in church, we had to cut the heat off and put the fans on. But to God be the glory. Let's hang in there. But don't forget, it's not what you do, but how you handle your anger and even handle the weather. So y'all be blessed. Bye.